Now, what we are facing here is a situation of renewal. We have been, since our beginning, many years ago, trying to be a normal, orthodox organization as everybody else is around the world. I had the privilege of being a successor of the founder of what we know today as the regular Masonic Organization of Spain, Gran Logia de España. What we really did after his departure was simply to continue what he started to do on behalf of the orthodox, ordinary, common, we could say, habits of a Grand Lodge. I had this honor of being the successor of our founder and eventually became the Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Spain. And whatever we have been doing after that is to enhance or even to improve with the time what he created at the beginning. And since I was elected Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Spain, I think that time has gone by and we need a renewal. And this renewal, in my mind, is very urgent. Now, it seems that I have to explain why I'm supporting the idea of backing Manolo Torres. Manolo Torres is a gentleman, to start with. We are in an organization that provokes equality amongst human beings. But we have a standard, and that standard has to be respected by all of us. Manolo Torres is a man who can be defending our cause, the cause of Freemasonry, anywhere. He could be dropped in a parachute in the middle of England and with a different language, but he would be behaving exactly the same as an English Mason. Obviously, when I began my Masonic career, I knew nothing about our organization. Now that after 50 years, I've been working very close to the Gran Logia de Spain, I realize that we need a renewal, and the one that can undertake that renewal is Manolo Torres. What I have done is to reflect in an open letter an opinion of an old Mason, you could say. I supported from the very first day anybody who was ready to work for the Grand Lodge and not to be served by the Grand Lodge. There's a very clear difference between these two things. My support for Oscar de Alfonso from the very beginning was very strong. He represented, in my mind, the young blood of our organization, somebody who was ready to perform a renewal, and I believe he did at the beginning. In fact, I have repeated several times that he was number one in organizing the internal mechanisms of the Gran Lodge of Spain. And I think he did better than anybody else, better than I did during my mandate. But for some reason, and perhaps because of the time, we have gone, and I say we because we are all Gran Lodge of Spain, what we have done is to allow circumstances overtake the very essence of Freemasonry. We are now involved, or the Grand Lodge of Spain is involved in a number of controversial positions that we shouldn't allow to be continued. In fact, my letter is a criticism of that decline. My letter goes into the soul of our very essence as Freemasons. We shouldn't be involved in things that are outside our organization, our very essence. I think that we need, as a society in Spain, we need more than ever the principles of Freemasonry. But we have to respect our own rules and regulations. We shouldn't be involved in political matters, in religion or anything like that. We have had enough bad history about persecution and all that. We should be trying to build a new, noble, open Freemasonry. And I think that with Manolo Torres we are on the right way. What I was referring to when I criticized so strongly the behavior of our present Grand Master was something that any normal Mason will realize is something that we should reject. We shouldn't be mixing politics into Masonic work. We shouldn't be involved in any parties, in any creeds, in any lines of politics. It's not the name of this politician that I was criticizing, or his own politics, although he should be in jail, apparently. It's simply the fact that in our Grand Assembly, the most important day for us as Masons, they were using these party meetings, and they were mixing irregular Masons with regular Masons. There was no concept of the ordinary, normal behavior that a orthodox, regular lodge should follow. So we are deviating, and we are going into some fields that we should be against. What I would like to say to our English-speaking brethren with regard to the forthcoming election is that obviously you are going to follow your own conscience about it, and I would only ask you to be as frank and as open and as clear as you should be in England. Whatever you think is correct in your mother lodge should be the same in this country or in any other country. What I'm trying to project here is that we should be normal. We should not be involved in things outside Freemasonry. The rest is a matter of judging by yourselves who is representing what. That is all.